Okay.
Hello, everyone around the world. Welcome to Cause.
We were waiting for some intro music, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
Isn't there an intro?
if we look a bit surprised, then that's why.
So the theme for tonight is the potential for a new Earth. And so I'm just going to invite us all to take a moment to imagine what that means for us. Because we're at a turning point in human evolution. We just hit 2012, the precessional marker of the equinoxes, where we know that the Mayan calendar ended. We ended a huge 26,000 year cycle. And we're in this window of change that is going to last for another 18 years after 2012. And we've heard from Vivienne and the Octurans and from Alcazar, from Spirit, from the Galactics, that we're on the precipice of a critical moment for humanity. And you can see it if you look at what's happening in the world. It's like we could go down one path, or we could go down another one. We could go down this like hyper-controlled path, or we could go down the abundance for everyone, oneness, awakening. We're here to tip the scales. So tonight, we're gonna be tuning in together to what exactly Spirit has in mind for us these days. We're here with 1,000 people live in person in Greece. Say hello, everyone. We're going to be doing an energy meditation to light up the field, so stay tuned. And if you've never experienced the Stargate before, we want to say a few words about what you can expect and why we call this an energy experience.
So you can see partially the Stargate here behind us. It was given to me in '89 when Alcazar first came in and said, "We want you to build something. It's called a Stargate." And all I knew at the time was the TV series, and I couldn't imagine what he was talking about. He gave me a picture in my mind, and as you can see, it's pretty complex. And he said, "Well, build it." And I said, "Well, okay, I will. I just need measurements, dimensions, angles." And he said, "Just start and you'll remember." And the weirdest thing was that as I started to do it, I just kept on getting the ideas of what to do next. And the first one was this size. It took 6 months to make the first one, working on it every day. That happened in Maui. Maui is a very special spot for me. We have a Stargate there buried in the crater, Haleakala crater, and many, many Stargates around the world now. We were just in Egypt, and above the Sphinx, the pores, between the pores of the Sphinx, there's been an etheric Stargate for almost 30 years. So we have Stargates around the world, etherically, connecting to various energy spots, but also hundreds and hundreds of physical Stargates now that Stargate people have purchased over the years. So it's a structure that holds a consciousness, which if you hear that for the first time, it's very strange. But it's actually a reality, and many people can feel that energy when we start to work with it. Rather than going into a long explanation, because I know the majority of people here have experienced it many, many times, and a lot of the people at home, we're going to invite you to participate in the meditations when we do it in a short while, and actually have an experience. But before we move into the program, we have a very dear friend, Surya Barker, who has been with the Stargate for almost 30 years as well. And she's a Sangoma from South Africa, a shaman, and she was drawn to be there, and she's one of our presenters, and I'm sure she's going to share her story when she does her presentation. So, would you like to come and join us?
Welcome, Siri. Thank you.
Let me sit down elegantly. Greetings, Brigitte, Jules, Vivienne. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here. It is so awesome. I just want to say to everyone on the live stream that I'm looking out at over 1,000 stars. People are shining, and everyone is wearing beautiful outfits and are shining. We are having an absolutely beautiful time, and look at that. Greetings to the Stargate family. Greetings to everybody. Ooh, can you feel that? We're family. So this evening we are going to greet the ancestors, greet the great beings of this space, so that we can be welcomed into their space, that we are not coming here to trample someone else's space, but we are here to really connect in and ask whether we can be here, and ask for everyone to really assist us in this great gathering together. So I will be offering some snuff, which is an offering to Spirit, and I will be clapping a little and speaking a different language for a short while, and then I'll be really connecting in to everyone from this land, from this island, and also connecting to those ancestors that are sitting here, standing behind each and every one of you, and those ancestors that are with those on the live stream, that are so proud that you are standing here, a descendant of theirs, standing here in the awakening process and saying yes, yes. We will invoke all of those ancestors and all the great beings here. And then we're going to do a blessing with the waters, and I'll talk a little bit on the waters and what we've got to expect in the next few days. So when I do this, you may keep your eyes open, you may close your eyes, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Okay. Cool. So I'm just going to offer some tobacco to say this is something for all the ancestors. Makos, makosa makulu makos, togasan bagogo, makos. Togasan bagogo nabo mkulu, togasan. Indiki indawa balozi mguni mandawa moya abalozi, makos, makosa makulu. Gogo Joseph, Gogo Shemaine, Baba Dinkwe, Mkulu Hadebe, Makosi Gogo Nkwabe, Makos, Makosa Makulu. Oh, Makosa Makulu, we sit here with over 1,000 people, Makosa Makulu, in this grand space of Kosh Island, Makos, Togasan Bagogo, Makosa Makulu. Makos, Makosa Makulu. We come to greet all of the ancestors of this island and of Greece, Makosa Makulu, Towasan. Those that have walked this island that have stood with the goats, that have stood at the edge of the waters, Makosa Makulu, those ancestors of this land, we ask that you invite us into your space. Makos, Makosa Makulu, Torasan Bagogo, Makos, Makosa Makulu. We invite Makosa Makulu, all of those guardians of this island, Makos, seen and unseen, Makosa Makulu. Those guardians in the mountains and the hills, in the stones, Makosa Makulu, we greet you, Makos. We greet Makosa Makulu, all of those guardians within the oceans, Makos, Makosa Makulu, Torasan Bagogo. We ask that you invite us into your space here, Torasan Bagogo, Makosa Makulu, Torasan, Makos. Makosa Makulu, we invite and greet all of the great goddesses of this region, Makosa Makulu. We ask that you invite us into your space, Makos, Torasan Bagogo. We invite Makosa Makulu, all of the great gods of this region, Makos, to invite us into your space, Torasan Bagogo, Makosa Makulu, Ngiyabonga. We greet Makosa Makulu, the great god Poseidon, Makos, and we invite you to invite us into your space, into your domain, Makos, and that you may reside over this space as you invite all of us and our ancestors into your space, Makosa Makulu, Torasan, Torasan Bagogo, Makos. Makosa Makulu, we greet and invite the Arcturian gathering to be with us, Makosa Makulu, through your most beautiful daughter, Makosa Makulu, who graces our presence day in and day out. We give thanks for her presence here, Makosa Makulu. Dad of Vivian Makos, we greet you, Makosa Makulu, Torasan. We are so grateful for your presence and for what you bring, Makosa Makulu. Thank you for standing besides your daughter day in and day out, Makosa Makulu. We appreciate you, Makos, Makosa Makulu, Torasan. Makosa Makulu, we ask Makosa Makulu that each one of you invites the ancestors of those present to be here, the guardian uplifted ancestors to be present here in Kosh, Makosa Makulu, those ancestors that sit here proud of their descendants, Makosa Makulu, Torasan, Torasan Magogo. Oh, Makosa Makulu, we sit here at the feet of all these beautiful beings to let you know, Makosa Makulu, that we have come as a family together here, over 1,000 of us, many thousands listening in this moment of now, Makos, to be here, Makosa Makulu, to be here, to come together, Makos, to uplift ourselves and humanity, Makosa Makulu, to open to the great change and the wheel of change, Makosa Makulu, and that we may ride this tide, Makosa Makulu, that is fluctuating in these moments, Makos, Torasan Magogo. We ask, Makosa Makulu, that each and every person here is invited into this space. Everyone listening in this moment of now, invited with their ancestors, with their guides, and with their highest purpose to be here, Makosa Makulu, in Ngiyabonga Makos. We give thanks to the land of this mass of Kosh, Makosa Makulu, We give thanks to the animals and the birds, all of the unseen that lay around the rocks, the sea, the lakes, and this beautiful space. We give thanks to each and every one of you. Makosa makulu, ingia bonga makos. We ask everyone to be present, makosa makulu, to uplift this gathering, makos, to bring all that is required for each and every person here, makosa makulu, and that our hearts may raise up into an exalted space together, makosa makulu, that we may feel that love for one another, for our earth, for the great places that sit in our hearts, makosa makulu. And we ask, makos, that the tides of change, makos, may flow gently through each one of us, makosa makulu, towasan magogo, towasan, ingia bonga. We give thanks, makosa makulu. Thanks to each person here. Thanks to all those that have helped to make this possible, makosa makulu. Thank you, ingia bonga. Thank you, ingia bonga, makosa makulu, towasan magogo, makosa makulu. Ingia bonga, makosa makulu, ndawe. Ingia bonga, makos. The waters in this bowl have been collected from the ocean just a few hundred meters away. I made offerings and asked for permission to receive the waters of the oceans here so that they may be present with us. And I also received waters from the therma pools, the warm pools, where this volcanic water is meeting the sea. And we received some of those waters. I also have waters from Glastonbury, the red and the white waters. We have waters from the events in London, the events in Glastonbury. So all that has happened in those events is here within this bowl. And I have some lightning and thunder water from England recently that is also here. Tomorrow we will be able to have an opportunity to bring some water if you have, to bring it in the bowl, but we will talk about that later. I'm just going to do a little blessing with the waters. So again, eyes open or closed, whatever feels comfortable for you. Makos. Ndawe makos. Ndawe. Ndawe makos. Ndawe. Ndawe makos. Ndawe. Ndawe makos. Ndawe makosa makulu. Makos. We ask blessings of these waters, that these waters may flow in amongst each and every one of us, that the waters may flow into our hearts, into those places that need a soothing balm in these moments. And we ask for the waters to allow for each one of us to remember, to deeply remember. We ask for all that lies within these waters to grow moment by moment and to flow into every part of our consciousness, allowing that drip by drip moments of openness, of love, of caring, of family, of allowing for all that needs to take place in this space to take place. We ask these waters connect with the great cosmic waters, the waters from the earth, deep in the mantle of the earth, the waters of the great oceans that surround us. And we ask for an openness, and that each one of us connect deeply with a sense of the waters within our very DNA and our consciousness and who we are. Let us flow with grace in these next days. Let us flow with love for one another, for our world, for the great galaxies all around us. Let us flow together, each one, swimming the stream with your most delightful energies. Ngiyabonga Makos. Thank you for your blessings, Ndawe. Thank you for blessing us with your great spirit, the divine water spirits, the cosmic waters. Ndawe Makosa Makol. Ndawe. Ndawe Makos. Ndawe Kosa Makol. Ngiyabonga Makos. Makosa Makol. Just feeling the waters all around us in this moment. So much gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Siri.
Makos.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Makos. Going to remember to turn it off now.
We're here in Cause, surrounded by the Aegean Sea. And so thank you, Siri, for bringing us in contact with the waters and the spirits of the land. Yes, and Siri's presentation will be tomorrow evening.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. So,
Thank you.
and so, beloved ones, it is important to include all of this incredible existence. This is why it is important for Siri to bring in all the elements that she has mentioned. Part of this process of awakening is to actually start to see and feel and experience the reality that you are in. This might seem a little strange, but so often you are moving around, not noticing the beauty, not noticing the little things which could bring you much joy. Appreciate the flowers and the trees. Look at them. Really examine them and tune in to them. Look at the power of the ocean, the majesty of the mountains. We have invited you all to gather in this way, both physically and around the world, because this is a time of great potential. We have been working with humanity for so long now, gently bringing more and more of you into the Stargate family, uplifting your energy, encouraging you to be more aware, more present. You are doing well, but so much more is possible. In these days, there is a potential to create an energetic field that is so strong and so beautiful that it can change your life. And, as we have said, change the potential for humanity. There are so many beautiful beings wishing to support this gathering, wishing to support humanity in this awakening process. It's not until you start to wake up that you realize how deep asleep you have been. And so these days together, we will be inviting all the energies of support from the many realms and dimensions to bring their presence to support each one of us, to elevate our frequency, to consciously decide that you are ready for a new reality in your life, but also combining our energies with the intention of creating a better world. For many, this concept is a little difficult to grasp. How can such a small number of people change the world? Beloveds, you are already doing it. Change is already happening in your political structures, in your areas of health and wellness, many areas. The old is being challenged and defeated. We do not wish to go into all the details of this, but if you look carefully, you can see these beautiful changes that are happening. The old structures are slowly disintegrating, being challenged, being changed. It is not so obvious right now. Why is this happening? Because humanity is beginning to awaken. More and more groups around the world, such as yourselves, meditating, desiring a different life experience, wanting to live in peace, wanting to live in abundance, wanting the freedom in their own lives. wanting everyone on this beautiful earth to feel nourished, to have a home to live in. This earth can sustain you all and more. As you bring your energies together these days, you can create a ripple of high energetic into the morphic field of humanity, stimulating more change. Change can happen energetically. That is why we are all here. That is why there are thousands with us around the world. That is why there are so many in the unseen realms who have come here now at this crucial time. We have said that in your 2024 there are going to be many challenges. That is why it is so important to feel yourselves as part of a global family. It is time to stop identifying with a particular country. You are all humans. You're all part of a grand awakening. It is beautiful to celebrate the uniqueness of these different places, your different countries. But let the borders, let them go. Allow free movement. This is what we are here to encourage. Abundance for all, freedom for all, love, joy, celebration. It is time. It is coming. You can accelerate this coming. You can draw it closer and closer. We will be asking you in these days to come to act on behalf of humanity, to ask for the support to come as a form of energy to you and receiving it on behalf of humanity. We will be inviting you to ask for these freedoms, these abundance, this joy to be shared with the rest of your world. When you ask together with so many hearts and minds coming together, change can happen. Change can be accelerated. And so we are asking you to combine the energies of your intention with the desire of your heart. And when you combine and strengthen these energies and focus on the new, much can be achieved together. Okay?
And so, beloved ones, relax. These days together can provide great elevation virtually effortlessly. You may wonder how your vibration can impact the vibration of billions of people on this your planet Earth. And so we have an image we would like to give you. Take a moment to imagine yourself, your beingness, as if you are a vast, hot air balloon. And your vibration is more or less stabilized at a certain altitude. You are hovering above your earth. You have access to a certain level of consciousness. You look to the sides of the basket of your balloon and you notice these little sandbags. And you realize they are what is keeping you in place. Yes, you can add more gas, but that is effort expanded. And so the little sandbags are your issues from the past, what we have called your echoes from the past. These days you might sense within you great turmoil as these issues arise. Know it well, beloveds, it is an invitation from Spirit to be free. For it is when the issues arise that you have the ability to review, to feel them once again, to recognize they are simply echoes from the past, and to let them go. And lo and behold, as you let them go, you stabilize at a new altitude. You find self having access to higher frequency thought forms. The Octurans call your thoughts forms for a very important reason, because energetically they extend far beyond your physicality and they create. They move into your future and they create. And so as you stabilize at a higher level of consciousness, your thought forms, the thoughts that you have access to through the principle of resonance, you have perhaps noticed when you are angry, you find so many things to be angry about. When you feel elevated, you might even notice that you become more connected to the quantum field. So take a breath right now and just imagine what we are saying to you. It is as if your whole earth is blanketed by the levels of consciousness of humankind. And as you individually accelerate beyond perhaps where you have ever been before, higher levels of awareness open to you, and you expand the great blanket of what is available to humanity. And so, beloveds, right now we are talking about one facet of how you change your world. But realize that as humankind, on a global scale, has more access to the quantum field, to superconsciousness, there is the potential for moments of oneness, the realization of oneness, to start to dawn in the hearts and minds of humankind. There is the potential for individuals around the world, those who are simply living their lives and those who are in positions of power, to come into the recognition of the principle that you are all one. And so new systems, new evolution can occur on this, your earth. take a moment just to recognize that you already have inherently within you a knowingness of this pathway to oneness. Can you recognize that it is actually quite effortless to imagine an earth where all beings are cared for? It is part of your blueprint, beloved ones. As human beings, you are innately designed to be compassionate. The world, perhaps, has run you down. The world, perhaps, has created a belief inside of you that nothing can or will ever change. But beloved ones, we are here on the other side of the veil where there is no space, there is no time, and there is no predestination. There are only future potentials. And we are here nudging you, encouraging you to take your power back. To recognize that you absolutely have the ability to uplift your individual and collective reality. And so take heart, beloved ones. Change is near, and your superconscious self is closer than perhaps you realize.
And so we of the Arcturians delegation, we come to you now. And we invite all of you to hold the secret archetype of the new earth into your heart. As we all speak of change, the good news is that change becomes the certainty of the multiverse. The certainty because it is constant, reliable, evolutionary. We are here to bring together the next level of catalysts of changes. And so we have observed for eons a multitude of timelines changes to bring all of us in this very point in space and time. This very gathering of a multitude of souls, starseeds, masters of light, representative. And when you look into your heart and you hold the seed for the new earth, you understand in the core of your being that your entire soul design has brought you to this very moment. And we support you into blossoming into who you are meant to be. Change becomes the forces, the strengthening of who we are, embracing our true nature as powerful beings of light. Remember that ultimately you have chosen to return in this incarnation, this lifetime, as you play the part of an earth human being. It is a part that you play while you are in this lifetime. And as you're releasing yourself from third density attachments, stories, personalities, and other traits that you have learned to integrate as your own, you start the process of change in the form of reawakening back to your natural self. And yet that seed of light within you start to open up like a lotus flower, revealing its crystalline core. So imagine right now, from all over the world, thousands of lotus flowers who have come together to unify their light, to have come together to unify their gifts with a common goal of to bring in, ushering in the new earth. The new earth belongs to the fifth dimensional frequency timeline. And right now, as you are breathing into the light of your being, in the presence of thousands of flowers around you, you start to realize that you've been holding the seed, the very blueprint of this new earth. And Mother Gaia, Mother Terra, understands, knows each and every one of the seeds of light that you carry within you. So we invite you more and more to turn into your heart center and ask through your superconsciousness or your higher self to reveal to you now that seed of co-creation. To reveal to you now the fullest spectrum of your soul design that is part of your blueprint. And as you form a community or a family of light under the umbrella of the sacred Stargate, start to experience deep into your being the true understanding of the blueprint that you come with. So imagine right now tapping into this pure potential within you. And the many interstellar delegations who have returned to support completely this elevation of life, honoring life, reverence for this earth, whether it's to the sacred water that resonates and echo through time. It is the same echo that flows through you and as you, as a multitude of expression, as your soul, as an eternal being of light, has had a multitude of lifetimes. This one is your most important one. Never before a planet was gone so deep into density has been allowed to rise again into the light. And you, all of you, beautiful beings of light, hold that sacred seed, this unique frequency that makes you unique and yet through oneness. And we of the Alcazarian delegation are here to help you remembering the true facets of your being. We are a future example of this potential in action now. So we invite you to embrace changes. Allow yourself to be mutable, changeable, and flexible, just like waters. Can you feel the great oceanic grids of your planet flowing right now? Expanding the echo of your heart's desires and your soul identity that says it is time for all of us to embrace this new earth. Reverence for all life with respect and great compassion. It is the return of the essential of living that paved the way to self-mastery. And as all of us can stand as masters of light, we start to operating through life as masters, as opposed to dormant beings who have forgotten who they are. So we said, giants of light, it is time for you to rise again. Just like the guardian of the Sphinx has been reawakened, it is your time as well.
Thank you. So we're going to move into a meditation now. And so we invite you all to close your eyes. And so relaxing, feeling your own presence in the body. And so as Alcazar has been saying, combine your intention and your desire as we move through this meditation, inviting in the different guides. Bring your heart, the desire to feel and connect with them, as well as your intention. Combining these two aspects of self create a very powerful invitation. So as always, we start by inviting the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia, to come up into our bodies, into our energy field.
And so, asking inside, we are calling for the energies of the earth, Gaia, to come up into our bodies, into our energy fields.
And just allow for the possibility that the earth can and is responding to you. Very good. And now each one of us here present and around the world, asking inside for an etheric stargate to come down around you.
And so the asking is all that's needed. We are calling for an etheric stargate, the energy of the stargate to form around us, and visualizing this pyramid structure forming around you.
Just asking with your intention and your desire, the feeling and asking inside for the activation of your Stargate, which is giving it permission to support you, to work with you.
And so we call for the activation of all the Stargates around the world.
And your Stargate will begin to radiate a very soft, gentle energy around you and actually through you, because this energy starts to vibrate every cell of your body. Nothing to do, just relaxing into the softness. Very good. And as we have done many times before, beloved ones, we start to vibrate all the etheric stargates faster and faster, gently moving the frequencies higher and higher. And as we do so, moving up through the energetics of the different dimensions.
So we are vibrating through your third into your fourth dimensional frequencies and continuing to accelerate through your fifth dimension now into the sixth and continuing into the seventh dimension now, where again all the stargates are coming to a gentle pause.
So each one of you asking inside for the energy of the seventh dimension just to be radiated from your Stargate, to vibrate you. Just the intention, just the feeling, just the allowing.
We call for a strong seventh dimensional energy field all over the world.
And just relaxing into the softness. And slowly, slowly, your own energy gently elevates, effortlessly. And in a few moments, you're harmonized with the energies around you. Gently vibrating you on all levels. Very good. And now we continue to vibrate your etheric Stargate faster, moving out of the seventh dimensional energetics, moving into the eighth, vibrating faster and faster.
Through your ninth dimension now, continuing to rise, to accelerate into the 10th and vibrating quite rapidly as we reach through your 11th dimensional frequencies into the 12th, where all the stargates once again come to a pause.
And so again we invite you just to ask inside with a strong intention, a strong feeling, asking for a 12th dimensional energy to radiate from your Stargate, to vibrate you with these energies.
We are calling for a strong 12th dimensional energy field right now.
And again, just by relaxing, slowly, slowly, your energies gently vibrating, moving into a harmony with the 12th dimensional energetics. every cell of your body very gently vibrated, supported. Nothing to do. And as most of you already know, as we start to vibrate in harmony with these frequencies, you become more sensitive to the presence of the many beautiful beings available to support us in this awakening process. And we're going to start by asking each one of you around the world and everyone here present to invite the angelic realm to bring their energies into this global meditation.
And so asking inside each one of us, we are calling for the presence of the angels.
And just feel, here they come. Can you sense the energy changing around you as the angels bring their loving presence and support? Come closer. You can invite them to come closer. Yes. Very good. Very good. Just relaxing into their presence. And as always, we invite few of the Ascended Masters by name. The first one wishing to be acknowledged is Saint Germain. And so we ask each one of you just to call for the presence and support of Saint Germain.
And so we call the presence of Saint Germain.
And just feel Saint Germain bringing his energy into this global meditation.
And as you may know, Saint Germain is well known for his work with the violet flame energy, an energetic designed to purify the human energy field, to release imperfections, limitations, stuck energy, stuck emotions. And so we are going to invite each one of you for your own self to choose, to invite, if you wish, the energy of this violet flame to come to you. And so just feel. If you have asked inside for this energy, you can visualize almost like a bonfire, these purple flames licking through your energy field, but it is a cold fire burning through layer upon layer of your fractal energy presence, creating a realignment with perfect balance, perfect harmony, pure presence, pure awareness. Very good.
And the one whom we call the Blessed Mother, Mary, Maria, we would like each one of us now to invite her presence to join us. So each one of us asking inside for the presence of the Blessed Mother, Maria, Mary.
We call for the presence of the Blessed Mother.
And just feel as she brings her loving presence into this meditation. Come closer. Very good. Another master now associated with these lands. Let us invite the presence of Socrates, this enlightened one who did so much for this land and for humanity.
And so, again, simply inviting, we are calling for the presence of Socrates, an enlightened one from your country of Greece. And feel, here he comes, Socrates. And there is one who is known by the ancients here as Asclepius. He is known as the Greek god of healing. Let us invite also the presence of this great being. So just asking inside, we are calling for the presence of Asclepius and his cohort of angelic beings. Heal us. Feel. There is a temple dedicated to his name on this very island of Kos. Asclepius. The god Asclepius.
And let us call forth the one who is known as Poseidon, who represents the myriad of life forms in these oceans around us. So each one of us calling forth the presence of this being who is perhaps beyond the stories that we have been told, asking for the presence of Poseidon.
We call for the presence of Poseidon. You may feel his presence as if it is coming up from below in great waves. For you are surrounded here by the sea, his domain. Feel, relax. A great being, Poseidon.
And for this meditation, we are going to ask each one of us just to invite all the Ascended Masters who would like to bring their support at this critical time on earth. They are ready. They have been working over the centuries, preparing humankind for this time of great change. So we ask each one of you to call with a strong intention, a deep desire for the support of all the Ascended Masters to bring their energies here into this global meditation.
We are calling for all the enlightened ones who are here to assist us these days.
And just feel the Masters gently bringing their presence, just feeling this presence gently coming into this global meditation. Yeah. And as you know, we are really blessed to have a representative of the star families to be with us. So we are going to ask Vivienne to invite those who are waiting.
It is with great joy that we are here with you. In addition to the Arcturian delegation, we are so pleased to feel and welcome the presence of the Lyrans of the Lyra constellation. There are many star seeds who come from Lyra who are here right now. It is always a joy to be in the presence of the enlightened and spiritually advanced intergalactic group consciousness. And as the Lyrans will remain with us, we also feel the presence of many, including those of Sirius, Vega, Venus, as well as the Pleiades. We invite you to feel all of us coming together as your star brothers and sisters, and to feel that as above, so below, the interstellar communities are eagerly waiting for the grand return of the Earth humans. We are rejoicing to see all of you gathering more and more. We are also thrilled to see all of you believing in yourself more. So let's just feel our presence in your heart, to recognize the unique frequencies, the vibrational signature of each group, including our group of Arcturus, our beloved star. We give you the gifts of the light. Imagine receiving now a ray of light of the Arcturians, the Lyrans, the Sirians, those from Vega, and the beautiful energy of the Pleiades, coming together to bring you the rays of joy, love, embracing you into our light as we see you in your true potential. And throughout our gathering, many more will join us, including those from Andromeda. Can you feel our presence with you all the time? And we recognize you as equal, which is why your coming together has come at such of a crucial time of the next level of your evolutionary process, also known as your re-ascension. Just embrace who you are, beloved ones. As we recognize you, you shall recognizing us more and more. From our hearts to your heart, we send you our love.
Beloved ones, can you begin to sense how much support is here for you at this critical time on your planet? When you are asking with a strong, clear request for help, it can be answered. You can be supported. This is why we bring you all together from around the world to be here in this one location. And all those who are participating online around the world, we ask you now simply to visualize yourself here in this gathering. Bring your energy here just by wanting to be here. Your desire and your intention will connect you to this place every time you join us, even if you are listening to a recording. For these gatherings and these meditations are happening in the quantum field where there is no time, there is no distance. You can be with us energetically to support the changes that we are creating together over these days. We say to you all, your presence is needed, your presence is effective. Many of you still carry judgment towards your own self. We say, let them go. You are all anchors for the energies that can be brought here over these days together. Open your heart, relax your mind, receive. It is simple, it is easy, and for some of you this is the problem. It is so simple, it is so easy. Allow it to be this way. As we proceed through these days together, we will be bringing new energies every session, growing on that which has come before. We will be asking you to be very present in every single session so that we can grow the field together, both within you, within this gathering, and around the world. It is really of great import that you are here with us each session. In that way, we all move together. We do not want you to miss any of the energies that we will be bringing to you, so that we can all move in a synchronized way, elevating, expanding, growing, receiving. We ask you to take care of your bodies. We ask you to drink plenty of water so that the changes that may happen on a physical level, on a cellular level, are supported by having enough water in your body. So, the energetic here already is very beautiful, very still. we will be moving in meditations deep into the still point, deep into the inner silence. And it is in that deep inner silence that change can happen, that you become far more open to receive the gifts that are available, waiting to be shared with you. So, for this gathering, we have done very well. And again, we appreciate each and every one of you bringing your presence or your energies to be here. We are going to bring this gathering gently to a close for this evening here. And we would like just to say to all those here gathered, connect with each other over these days. We are here as a family. We are here as a community. And we include all of you viewing around the world. Connect with each other. We will be describing in these days to come ways of connecting and sharing. But right now, we say to all of you at home, we thank you for being with us. We look forward to being with you again in our tomorrow.
So, for those of you who are joining online tonight, please be aware that you can join us for the full experience of these 6 days. Every session will be live streamed. So we invite you to hop on board and go higher and deeper with us, because there is such a power in this great ocean of energy that we'll be tapping and creating all together. So thank you for being here all over the world. We send you love from Cause, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
Beautiful.